This is a diesel heater controller, and if you're familiar with this specific unit, then you know just how bright this is throughout the night. Now it does have two brightness settings. Right now it's on full brightness. Anytime you do a button press, it goes to full brightness, and then it dims itself down. Well, even on that dim setting, it's enough to light up this entire van throughout the night. Now I want to tear this thing open, see if we can, instead of having the light dim, the backlight turn off completely until a button is pressed. So my theory is that it uses the exact same LED for the backlight, whether it's full power or dim, and the only thing they use to dim it is instead of running the full voltage to the LED, they run it through a resistor. So if I just snip the lead to that resistor, then it should turn off this dim setting. Just for fun, let's see how long it takes for this to dim. There you have it. Now let's see if we can get this thing disassembled. These screws are actually located behind this front plastic piece. Obviously we need to reuse this, so try not to damage it too much. You can see I bent it a little bit. Okay, and here's our 4 screws. They look like a number 1 Phillips, which I have in the garage. I'll just use this flathead. Let's see what happens. Lost 2 screws. Top 2 don't want to come out. That's okay. Oh. So apparently you'll lose all your buttons if you tilt it forward. There we have it. It looks like our backlight is actually 2 LEDs. We have one there and one there. You can see the contacts for both. There it is. Take a look at the back. So these are the LEDs right there and right there. And you can see that they have these resistors here. What's that say? 151. These are the resistors. So I'm led to believe that right now there's power running through these resistors because it's on the dim mode. And once it goes full brightness, it bypasses these resistors. So I believe if I just remove these resistors, then it will disable the dim mode altogether and only run full brightness or no brightness. Let me double check, see if that's what's happening. Update, that was not what was happening. The LED voltage is controlled elsewhere in the circuit, and without unsoldering the screen, there was no way to reliably trace backwards past those 2 150 ohm surface mount resistors. Once I learned this, I was pretty bummed, but still determined. In the end, I soldered this little rocker switch between the voltage feed and the resistors. Let me go on record stating that surface mount resistors are not meant to have thick stranded copper wires soldered to them. I actually ended up breaking one of the resistor's conductive legs, but I went ahead and tested it with just 1 LED illuminated, and I was pretty comfortable with that brightness. Anyway, I fed my wires out and behind the controller, then mounted the little toggle switch next to the display. It wasn't the solution I wanted originally, but at the end of the day, it was a solution. So to wrap up, hopefully you've learned from my mistakes. There were plenty to choose from, and now you can dive into this project confidently and know what to expect. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.